Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at basically your whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
We've got extended opening hours for Easter weekend. You can check out both of our branches on Saturday, 16th April from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. or Sunday, 17th April from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. You can find us here on Gladstone Road in Grenville, in the building next to Calico, on the second floor, adjacent to Dr. Isaac's office. Or you can find us here on Grandman's Main Road, adjacent to South Winds, opposite the entrance of Excel Plaza. Contact our Grenville branch at 410-3488 or 419-1588 or send us an email at alliedlabgrenville@gmail.com. You can contact our Grandaunt's branch at 403-3488 or 404-3488 or send us an email at alliedlabstgeorge@gmail.com.
Fit for life and Allied Laboratories. We're taking care of Grenada.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
All right, so welcome one and all to another Mikey Live program, and I'm your host, Mikey Hutchinson, and the pleasure is always mine to be with you, to talk to you about, the business, so hello to you. It's Friday, and you know the vibes on Friday. We try to not keep you too long on the business, so yeah, you can look forward to it being snappy. How are you doing? How was the day today? I hope the week was good and thing now. Anyway, folks, let's talk about what's making the news for tonight. We will tell you about kite flying and some concerns that's been shared. All right, men charged with possession of a controlled drug and reports of armed robbery of the credit union in St. David. We're talking about the communal credit union, and there's a case of a suspected suicide and the body recovered from MV Fair Chance. We'll tell you about that. And Will Smith gets 10 years Oscars ban over Chris Rock's slap. All of that and more we'll tell you about when we return on tonight's Mikey Live program, folks. This is where it all happens. We're talking about the good, the bad, and the Mikey. Brace yourself. Someone sharing the program tonight will get some free credit. And remember, that person could be you. We always remind you of that. We have to remind you the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of Coates Grenada Limited, Digicel, Nawasa, the Housing Authority of Grenada, Real Value, IGA Supermarket, and Superb Distributors. Folks, we're taking a break, and we shall be right back. And yeah, all you, we really ain't staying long in truth. We'll be back.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Rich, smooth, delicious, and packed with vitamins that could only be one thing. It's Rika Almond Beverage. Great on its own or a lovely addition to smoothies. So call Superb Distributors on 435-2948 or visit us at Tempe St. George's today. Remember, Rika is life and life is Rika.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
All right, so again, welcome to the program. Welcome to the business. We got to let you know the Traffic Department of the Royal Grenada Police Force would like to notify the general public and in particular motorists that the Sendal Tunnel will be closed to vehicular traffic on Sunday 10th April between the hours of 8 a.m. and 12 noon. Now the closure is to facilitate the clearing of vegetation at the entrance of the tunnel by the Grenada Tourism Authority. The Royal Grenada Police Force say that they'd like to apologize for any inconvenience that may be. What's vegetation? Bush! I'll make things so nice. Vegetation. Bush! We are moving on. Workers of the CIBC First Caribbean International Bank, the FCIB, had a ruling in their favor following the sale or change in ownership of the financial institution to the Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited, the GCBL. Now, the favorable ruling came from the Labour Minister, Peter David, indicating that the workers of the FCIBC have the right to decide whether to transfer to the GCBL or opt for termination and receive severance payment. Now, this is similar to what was obtained during the sale or change in ownership of the Bank of Nova Scotia and the RBTT Bank, respectively. Now, the ruling is in keeping with Section 45(2) of the Employment Act of 1999. Minister David also ruled that the FCIB must pay 100% of the retroactive sum owed to the workers for the overtime worked as rostered by the bank. Now, the matter of salary increases for the period 2019 to 2022, security of pension, security of health insurance, shareholding, and home and auto insurance were also among the minister's rulings. The union says the minister's recommendations has been accepted, and they say that they look forward to the bank resolving the matter so that its sale to the GCBL can be finalized in the normal industrial climate. Them words there, boy. Okay. The Grenada Airports Authority wishes to advise the general public that the flying of kites within the vicinity of the airport, it is prohibited. In other words, you cannot do that. You're not supposed to do it. Prohibited areas include, but are not limited to, Quarantine Point, Caliste, Frequente, Fort Judy, St. Paul's, Montparnasse, and Montmaurice, and the vicinity of Lauriston Airport in Carriacou. Flying kites pose a serious threat to aircraft safety, as kites can be easily ingested into aircraft engines or become entangled in aircraft propellers, resulting in engine failure with catastrophic consequences to aircraft passengers and persons on the ground. Now, the Grenada Airport Authority therefore urges the general public to cooperate towards ensuring the safety of aircraft operations into and out of the Maurice Bishop International Airport. Now, the Grenada Airport Authority will be seeking, they say, the assistance of the Royal Grenada Police Force in dealing with violators of this notice. Let us all play our part in making this Easter kite flying season a safe one. As we move on, we see here that 2 men have been arrested and charged for being in possession of a quantity of cannabis while at the Inter-Secondary School Games Athletics Championship. That was the Intercall yesterday. Charges were laid against Jeron Noel, a 21-year-old laborer of Monkrush, St. George, and Andre Alexander, a 30-year-old unemployed of Grove, St. John, in connection with the drug found. Noel will make his first court appearance at the St. George's Magistrates Court on the 19th of May, while Alexander will appear in court on Wednesday, 25th May 20. But I ain't tell all you that. I bet you these 2 people doesn't watch Mikey live, because we tell all you that. All you hearing. All right. Now, the Commissioner of Police would like to thank the schools and patrons for their cooperation and discipline displayed throughout the Intercall, the Inter-Secondary School Games Athletic Championship 2022. They say they are satisfied with how things roll out, a few minor things, but in general, they say that they are satisfied with how things, as it relates to safety and compliance and so on. Okay, good. Speaking of safety and compliance and security, reports started circulating today that the Communal Cooperative Credit Union, the Petmota branch, was robbed. You understand? They say armed robbery and things like that. But listen, I go to that credit union often. What you had to rob? According to reports, people made out with an undisclosed sum of cash and all kind of thing. Poor security, police, and they tell her, oh God. When I hear that, I say, nah, man. Nah, man. But anyway, we received a note from the police said, that they are investigating the matter. We also received note from the communal themselves. According to the credit union, at around mid-morning today, April 8th, management of the communal was made aware of a security compromise at our Petmota branch. The Royal Grenada Police Force was alerted of the robbery and was on the scene leading the investigation surrounding this unfortunate circumstance. Now, as a result, the branch has been closed until further notice pending the outcome of the investigation. The credit union will continue to update our valued members, they say, and the public on this developing situation and the pending reopening of the branch for service. Management asks for the patience and understanding of all adversely impacted by this situation. The security and well-being of all communal members and employees remain the priority of the management of the credit union. All right, so, they're saying that they are investigating this. The branch will have to, of course, be closed so that they can conduct a thorough investigation. They don't want to skip any step. And so they hope that you'll organize, because we had us go dog. When all them things and then full up. I go in a room. I go up so when I reach up there, and I could tell her, she'll smile and thing, and she brief. You understand? Think of pam. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. So it's a nice branch. All of those spoily session, those spoily thing now. Yeah? Alright, we moving on. And I hear my partner Calvin talking about, I see them on social media talking about closing the branch in that area because, you know, it doesn't make sense. Or you see, and all you sell for us complain about having things in one set of place. You see, people in tongue and thing. All you could say that because all you don't live in St. David's. How would you like to know? Tell me something. Would you want to be living in Grand Bacolet? Would you like to be living in Pomrose? Would you be like to be living in anywhere in St. David and have to travel all the way to Grenville? Or come down all the way to town to go in a bank? The people in St. David and Penmota is people too. You understand? And that branch has been serving the people for years. It's a centralized location. People from Windsor Forest, people from the whole thing. You understand? That's where they just go. So we'll talk about taking out branch there and thing. I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know. You see, who feels it knows it. You understand? It would make no sense. One little incident would turn up the whole thing. Nah, man, I don't make it no sense. And Commonwealth wouldn't do that because Commonwealth is smarter than that. You know, one little incident, you know, you look around and they say, okay, how can we prevent this from happening again? I mean, you cannot predict what people will try to do. You know, you try to mitigate against it. But, you know, any branch is subject to be robbed. Anyone. You know, so take all the time with us, eh? Let them people think where it is. You know what I mean? Alright. Olio. Police, they are confirming a suspected suicide. It was reported on Thursday, 7th April, sometime at about 10 p.m. The incident occurred at Penmota St. David, same village. 2 in 1 in that same village, Penmota St. David. You understand? Same village with the robbery today. The deceased is an 18-year-old male from that same address. They say that he was discovered hanging in his bedroom. You understand? So the police say that they are looking into that. Jesus. You see, my thing about it, you know, I say I don't want to really steal on any program and thing. You know, sometimes there might be telltale signs. So make sure that you're not taking your loved ones for granted. When they articulate some things to you, listen to them. Or sometimes it doesn't say nothing too, you know. Sometimes, you know, it doesn't always show. You know, so it's a tough situation. But we always say, you know, whatever that situation may be, you know, I was on the radio yesterday telling people that too. We see, we look to the wrong things for solutions and find ourselves going deeper into problems by looking at those things. When what we want is we want to resolve our problems. But how do we set ourselves on the right path of a resolution? You see, because some of us, we try to get over things. We're thinking about, okay, what life would be. How would this be perceived? I just want it to go away. Yeah? That's trying to get over. But we are not spending enough time trying to get through. Because trying to get through will eventually get you over. You understand? So you cannot skip that step and expect to have any sort of positive result. Stop thinking, stop projecting over the problem. You know, how people would see, how would I do this? How would I do this? And pronouncing problems on yourself. That only aggravates the situation. You understand? So let's work on getting through it. You understand? This has happened. Let me realign myself to where I'm supposed to be. I lost my job. Let me try to get one. Not sit and say, how will I pay my bills? How will I do this? What will people say? A thief? No. That is trying to get over. Try to get through. I lost my job. I need a job. I am going to be working towards getting a job. That is going through the problem, not trying to get over the problem. You understand? And that's it. That's it right there. Sometimes getting through is way easier than trying to get over. It's like there's a concert. The flicking concert free, but you jump in the gate. You understand? The concert free. But you're asking yourself, how am I going to beat the system? I don't have the money to pay, but I want to see the show. But you have not tried the gate. So all you're looking around to see where is easier to climb. That is trying to get over. But that's not what you're looking for. You're looking to get to the concert. Try going through. Look and see if the door open. And you'd realize that your problems may not be as tough to resolve as you think it is. Forget about every other thing and look at what the problem is and how am I fixing this problem? What I'm doing to fix it. All right? And you will be fine. You will be fine. There are a lot of people with thoughts like you and they have made it. That's because they have found the right remedy. Yeah? Go through, not over. Only. We heard from Trinidad people by Coast Guard and thing that the body of one of the 5 missing crew members of the MV Fair Chance, which capsized in Trinidad waters on Saturday, that one of the bodies was recovered yesterday, boy. You understand? The Coast Guard sent out a statement. They say on the morning of the 7th of April 2022, members of the Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard diving department in conjunction with commercial divers provided by the owner of the motor vessel Fair Chance were conducting dives to remove cargo that was blocking the entryway to the vessel. They say while doing so, they discovered the body of one male. The body was subsequently handed over, removed, and then handed over to the Trinidad and Tobago Police Services for further investigation. The Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard extends sincere condolences to the family and loved ones of the deceased and remains committed, they say, to continue searches in conjunction with the partnering agencies for the remaining missing persons. And I know that today they were supposed to be doing that too. I wasn't able to pick up any result on that, all right? But we're going to check it out later on. The Motion Picture Academy on Friday today banned Will Smith from attending the Oscars or any other Academy event for 10 years. That's following his slap of Chris Rock at the Academy Awards. The move comes after a meeting of the Academy's Board of Governors to discuss the response to Smith's action. Now, the Academy, in a statement, called Smith's action unacceptable and harmful. Well, duh! Tell me something I don't know. Now, Smith preemptively resigned from the Academy last week during the run-up to the meeting and said he would accept any punishment the Academy handed down. You understand? So, all right? It is what it is. Intercall yesterday. Nice. Girls Division, St. David's Catholic Secondary School, and the Boys Division, the Canadian Boys Secondary School. All right? They postponed it, they canceled the last event of the day. You see, I have my opinion about that. I don't think, had it been me, I was not going to do that. Probably I was going to foresee that was going to happen. And maybe, if it was possible, I don't know, compromise with the medal presentations or compromise in other areas. But I just don't see the cancelling of the most anticipated race at that time, to be the best one. But that's me, all of my ignorance. I'm just saying from the surface of it, I would probably compromise in other areas. And my other thing is, the disqualifications don't sit right with me. Especially when it's a team, like when it's a team event, like a relay and things like that. I don't know what the lesson here is. And I don't know if that's the best way of teaching that lesson. I know that when you go into the bigger world and that's how it is. But I don't know, it just doesn't sit well with me. The disqualification, that's just too much anxiety there for for example, an athlete who has gone through injury, gone through a lot of challenges with regards to everything else that's happening certainly around this time, and having to prepare and use that medium to keep him or her on the right path, and that's all they look forward to, serving their people, serving their school, and then feeling as a failure by false starting. And that's no, I don't. It's like kicking a child out of school for getting pregnant. It just doesn't sit well with me. But I'm not in the industry. Again, I speak of just from a layman point of view. I cringe when I see it happening, because I'm just thinking about the psychological aspect of it, and if there's a lesson by doing the disqualification, whether or not that's the best way of applying, some sort of lesson to, because a false start I don't know. Anyway, let me leave that talk. It's Friday. Let me don't go there. I don't take it too heavy for now. We'll talk about it another time. Let me take a break and come back. When I come back, we have for you the national, and I'm sure I'm not the only one thinking that way, right? The national report and the weather. We're coming back in a while. Stay right there.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at basically your whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business.
For your education.
For your financial freedom.
For that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Rich, smooth, delicious, and packed with vitamins that could only be one thing. It's Rika Almond Beverage. Great on its own or a lovely addition to smoothies. So call superb distributors on 435-2948 or visit us at Tempe St. George's today. Remember, Rika is life and life is Rika.
Collect, share, and win with Coca-Cola. Here's your chance to win one of 3 Sony PlayStation 5 consoles when you enjoy original Coca-Cola or Coca-Cola No Sugar. Collect specially marked labels and spell the word MAGIC. Submit the labels in an envelope with your name, address, and contact information and drop in entry boxes provided at major supermarkets. 22 lucky winners can also win great weekly prizes including Samsung Smart TVs, Samsung mobile phones, Samsung tablets, and free Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola. Real magic. See press or online for more details. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome to Yogo. Most of you know us for our food delivery service and our food pass for free delivery from restaurants. But did you know you can also use us for grocery deliveries too? We've just added another 5,000 plus new items to Yogo Supermarket. And stay updated as we add more products and vendors. Yogo Services is our convenient skip the line offering. Let us pay your electric, water, and other utility bills for you. With us, you will be able to buy tickets, pay your rent, schedule bookings, and other services. Need a ride to get somewhere? Give Yogo Lyft a try. Select your pickup location and destination location and wait for our driver to collect you. Never have to worry about how you're gonna get to a place again. Please see website or app for our service locations. And sign up now.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Students and sports enthusiasts welcome the opportunity to celebrate track and field once again at Intercall 2022. We'll have details of this story and more in the National Report. Welcome back. With the details to the news for Friday, April 8th, 2022, I am Sherry Ann Noel. The Grenada Boys Secondary School and the St. David's Catholic Secondary School showed their prowess on the tracks following the return of the inter-secondary school games at the National Athletic Stadium on Thursday. In the male division, the Grenada Boys Secondary School topped the table with 239 points. They were followed in second position in the friendly games by Presentation Brothers College on 204.50 points and the St. David's Catholic Secondary School in third position with 159 points. In the female division, St. David's Catholic Secondary took honors with 318 points, followed in second position by the Anglican High School on 219 points and the St. Joseph's Convent St. George's with 107. Minister for Sports Honorable Yolande Bain-Horsford described Thursday's return of the Games as a wonderful day. Minister Bain-Horsford, who declared the one-day Games opened after a 3-year break due to COVID-19 and other domestic issues, said while it was not being held over a customary 3-day period, it was an opportunity to experience the joy and benefits once again.
It is not the usual 3-day. However, what is significant is the fact that our student athletes are given an opportunity to participate in the Games. As a government, we believe that the education of our children is not just about the academics. It must include their participation in physical education, sports, which contributes to their holistic development. For many of our athletes, though they are very talented and their potential is recognized as early as the primary school level, generally, it is at these games that they are given national prominence. This provides a window of opportunity for them to compete in other events, where they are more widely recognized and can be identified for future scholarship overseas.
Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Kevin Andel, commended the planning committee, key sponsors and athletes for their commitment to the Games. He said the return of Intercall is an expression of the resilience and determination of the Grenadian people.
We have had a break, and it has been a long break. But the break has reminded us of how important Intercall is. It is the biggest stage for track and field. It is also the biggest social event after Carnival. It also reminds us of the opportunity that Intercall Games has provided for the best among our students to showcase what they can do, but also to present them with the opportunity so that they can further develop their skills. These games are an expression of who we are as a people. Resilient, determined.
This is the first time the Games are being held under the Republic Bank banner. Representative Dorian Macphail said Republic Bank is pleased to bring together budding athletes from secondary schools for keen fun and rivalry and the excellent display of talent that Grenada is known for.
For decades, Grenada has been well represented in the international sporting arena. We've had representation in various world-class meets, such as IAAF championships, the Olympics, and Diamond League games, to name a few. Many of these athletes got their first taste of serious competition at the Intercall Games.
Moving along, Prime Minister Dr. The Right Honourable Keith Mitchell was among sports enthusiasts and supporters at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium on Thursday to witness the return of track and field competition between secondary schools. After almost 3 years, the schools were given an opportunity to showcase the best of the athletes in more than 40 events. Although the Games were scaled back to one day, it was still a day that was welcomed by many. GIS spoke with the Honourable Prime Minister as well as Dominic Jeremiah, head of the Principals of Secondary Schools Association, coordinator of sports Curlin Peters, and coach of the Grenada Boys Secondary School, Lee Cuffey.
I'm very pleased to see the crowd
11 to 15 year olds
turn out, and I think we all recognize the problems that the country had gone through and the restrictions on the social and cultural life of the people, but particularly the young people in the country has been affected probably more than anyone else. The fact that they weren't able to go on the playing fields to play football, cricket, enjoy the athletic competition, and of course being prevented from the social interaction with their peers in school. That's been a problem for them, and the general pattern of socializing with their peers have been a problem. So if all of us would have been affected by this virus for the last 2 years.
This is beyond our expectation. We're keeping in mind and in focus that this is a special Intercall. this is not the regular intercall, but we felt that we had to start somewhere and build to what we know is the normal intercall. So I'm very grateful for what has transpired here today, and I'm thankful to the Royal Grenada Police Force, all those stakeholders, the Republic Bank, who contributed in significant ways to make this become a reality. But I'm very grateful that we were able to host this event, to give these athletes the opportunity to once again maybe reanimate their interest in track and field.
I'm very happy. I must say that you could see that the whole crowd and the spectators, the athletes are all excited by the responses. You know, sports is a key part of our nation development in the sense. Healthy body, healthy mind, healthy nation. But it's happy to see that Intercall is back, even if it's for one day. I know we had pushed hard in the ministry to give the Principal Association all at stake to make sure that the game happen. And I'm very happy to be here today to give that technical support on the ground for the smooth execution of the meet today.
It has been a very long time since we had such competitive events, and as I say, we're very grateful for it. Now, at this junction which we're here today, it wasn't a one-man effort, a nice collaborative effort between myself, Mr. Benjamin, Mr. Kwashi, Johnson McIntyre, Kevin James, the supporting staff of the GBSS, yes, the South City Rising Stars, the club. We try to motivate the athletes and get them to come to the camp and do the specific trainings. This is the reason why they are basically reaping the benefits from the efforts which they would have put out within our training.
Impressive performances were also recognized by students from the Boca Secondary and St. Rose Modern Secondary School in the boys division. Here are some highlights of the 2022 Republic Bank sponsored inter-secondary school games.
Samuel Green, look out for him in lane 4. There they go and running. 200 meters for senior boys. The guys from the Presentation Brothers College here, Samuel Green and Rikel Telemak. Telemak in the lead here, the taller of the two. That's Telemak. Telemak is really looking good. Green is not going to catch him today. Not today at all, says Telemak. Telemak wins by 5 meters or so. Green in second, and Elisha Williams of St. David's Catholic Secondary in third.
She's maintaining her composure, just slightly looking over her left shoulder, realizing that she is not challenged. So let's see what she's going to do now. Would she make a breakaway on the curve or just waiting for her to straighten? And yes, I can see that she is beginning to put some more into it. She moving away and going to move away by a very far distance from the Anglican High School, who just settling for her to settle for this. Here comes St. David's now. She has just begun to really pump some speed. She's just going to press the throttle and she's going to win handsomely here. And majestically she has won it with the Anglican High School. Just looking over her shoulder. St. Joseph Convent, St. George's is looking for, can she hold her there? Well, she's on her heels and she's going to run for it. What a finish here from the St. Joseph Convent, St. George's. Well, who's going to believe that this would have happened?
Adams. And they're off. The girls' 400-meter dash. Let's see who makes up the early stagger. There's the Anglican High School outside there in the person of Peters. Kimaya, that's not Peters. That's Modeste on the outside. Also in the mix from the Happy Hill Secondary. Happy Hill is there. Arisha Regis running out of lane number 6. They tightly bunch as they go down the backstretch. Boca Secondary in the person of Monique Binder. And you know she comes in with the best time of 1.566 as they get to about the 200-meter mark. Convent is in there. Kyla McIntyre. Binder is in there. Let's see as they head for the turn and they hit the top stretch. They continue side by side. They come down the stretch. Kyla McIntyre from Convent. Running next to her is
Kedona Douglas.
Kedona Douglas of Boca. It is Douglas with just a hairline lead on her, but she steps on the pedal, and it's Kedona Douglas that literally completes the win. And interestingly, on the outside, the Anglican High School, Emma McIntosh.
Yes. Excitement we've had for the entire day. They're up and running, the 4x100 meters senior boys, the final event on the day. And St. David's Catholic Secondary making up the stagger nicely up on Sassier. Who is it going to be? The first handover. St. David's Catholic Secondary fumbling out somewhat. Happy Hill Secondary is in contention. Here comes GBS. Here comes presentation for the College. What a run by PBC. PBC looking good with Telemark. There goes PBC in the lead now. Challenged by Sam of GBSS. There goes PBC. What a run back by GBSS. It's going to be a battle for the finish. PBC and GBSS. It looks like McIntosh or PBC. Are they going to catch him? No, they won't be able to catch him. What a run indeed by PBC. An exciting finish to calls them on. PBC 1, GBSS 2, Williams of St. David's Catholic Secondary in 3.
This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
The Grenada Airports Authority wishes to advise the general public that the flying of kites within the vicinity of the airport is prohibited. Prohibited areas include, but not limited to, Caliste, Frequency, Fort Judy, St. Paul's, Mount Parnassus, and Mount Morris, and the vicinity of Lauriston Airport in Carriacou. Flying of kites poses serious threat to aircraft safety, as kites can be easily ingested into aircraft engines or become entangled in aircraft propellers, resulting in engine failure with tragic consequences to aircraft passengers and persons on the ground. The Grenada Airports Authority, therefore, urges the general public to cooperate towards ensuring the safety of aircraft operations into and out of the Maurice Bishop International Airport. The Grenada Airports Authority will be seeking the assistance of the Royal Grenada Police Force in dealing with violators of this notice. Let us all play our part in making this Easter kite flying season a safe one.
The government of Grenada received commendation for its continued investment in youth as the Division of Youth launched 2 development programs in Carriacou on Thursday. 60 young people from the Sister Isles of Carriacou and Petit Martinique were officially welcomed into the new Imani program Batch 7, mere days after the successful launch of Batch 8 in Grenada on March 31st. Additionally, 20 young men were welcomed into the Empower 3.0. An official ceremony was held at the St. Patrick's RC Church in Carriacou. Minister for Carriacou and Petit Martinique Affairs, Honorable Kindra Mathurin Stewart, said the launch of another cohort of trainees into the Imani and Empower program is part of government's agenda to expand empowerment programs to boost youth development. Government has allocated $4 million for Empower 3.0 and $20 million for the new cohort of trainees under the new Imani program.
This, my friends, is an opportunity to renew your faith in yourself and, by extension, your country. And this affords you, my friends, an opportunity to get your foot in the door, to get new experiences, to get new training and opportunities, and to expand your space to build your confidence and to showcase your potential to the world. This is not just the beginning of the journey, but it should be about how far you want to go, how far you want to go, and how much you use this opportunity to cross over to that bridge to the future.
Imani Program Manager Jessie Cumberbatch applauded the government for its persistence in ensuring that programs and opportunities are created toward youth skills training and employment.
Government has continuously been working to address this issue through economic policies and training. Training in small business, entrepreneurship. We have training in many different areas, as well as our partnership with private and public sector. This is the way that government has been working towards solving the problem. These programs help in the development of our young people socially, academically, morally, spiritually, emotionally, and of course, financially, because we pay you a stipend, right? What I implore on you today as expectation from us, just remain focused. Make the necessary sacrifices. Attend your training and be on time. Be open-minded. Be honest, consistent in your words and in your actions. Be humble, be disciplined. Show respect and do your best.
Woman Police Constable Kerry-Ann Roberts, who is a former Imani participant, and former Empower 2.0 participant Danny Alexis, both attributed this success to the initial training and guidance obtained under the programs. They encouraged the new participants to appreciate the opportunity to develop themselves.
The many lessons brought forward by the facilitator during the life skills sessions paved the way for my positive attitude and deportment on the job while being a trainee under the Imani program, and it helped me to gain that opportunity. Batch 7 of the new Imani program and trainees of Empower 3.0. My admonition to you is, give it your best. Being a trainee does not mean that you should do the minimal, only the things that you are told or required to do. Right now, you may see this as just an opportunity to get out of the house and away from boredom, but this may well be the gateway to your future.
The opportunity to be empowered ourselves. At times, some of us didn't want it to continue with the program, but some of us did made it thus far, to the end. The program have taught me and others a lot, and I've applied it in many of my daily life. Opportunities only come once in a lifetime. So when it comes, my message to you guys, when it comes knocking at your door, you grab it.
The ceremony also saw the distribution of grant fund items to 8 beneficiaries from the Empower 2.0 component. The People's Republic of China has invested $45,000 towards the refurbishment of the basketball court located on the compound of the Grenada Youth Center. The initiative is as a result of excellent diplomatic relations between the People's Republic of China and the government of Grenada. On Friday, an official handover ceremony was held at the Youth Center grounds. Minister for Youth Development, Honorable Kate Lewis-Peters, says the renovation will both enhance the community and aid in national development.
It enhances the appearance of the youth center as a youth-friendly space. We can also now host competitions at NBA standards. Generally, Grenada uses the feeble standards. However, with this renovation of this project, we can now implement high standards based on the markings that you will see on the grounds and can be certainly used according to NBA standards. With this upgrade, we can now expect a return of basketball workshops at the youth center, which will be motivation for our young people, especially our males. There will be an attraction of youth from the direct environs to the youth center, and we'll have improved quality games due to a more level surface.
Chinese Ambassador Wei Hongshan believes investment in sports augurs well for the nation's youth.
I think investing in sports makes significant sense. Sports does not only mean competition. It does not only mean making a record and keeping a record or breaking a record. That's not only means to have a prize, a reward, but also means unity, cooperation. Just like the motto, experience the motto of the Olympic Games.
Infrastructure Minister Honorable Nolan Cox said the renovation of the court is testament of the cooperation and friendship between the two countries.
I want to start off by congratulating the Minister and the Ministry of Youth for taking this initiative to repair and to renovate this court. One of the things that this partnership between the People's Republic of China and people and government of Grenada, what we have done successfully is invest in people, invest in young people in particular through sports. This is important.
And with that story, come to the end of the National Report for Friday, April 8th, 2022. Now for a recap of the top story. Students and sports enthusiasts welcome the opportunity to celebrate track and field once again at Intercall 2022. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Sherry-Ann Noel, thanking you for viewing.
Thank you very much, Sherry-Ann and the rest of the GIS News team. Now for a look at the weather. The weather is expected to be generally fair and breezy, increasing in cloudiness at times after midnight with brief isolated showers. Tonight's minimum temperature 23.5 degrees Celsius. Winds east northeasterly to east southeasterly at 12 to 24 miles per hour. Seas moderate with waves of 4 to 6 feet in open waters, and a small craft advisory is in effect. And high tides is expected to be about 11 o'clock tonight. Let's take a look at the weather for Saturday. The weather is expected to be generally fair, breezy and hazy, becoming partly cloudy at times with brief isolated showers. Tomorrow's maximum temperature 30.5 degrees Celsius and the minimum 24 degrees Celsius. Winds east northeasterly to east southeasterly at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Seas moderate with waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. Taking a look at the weather for Sunday. Weather is expected to be generally fair, breezy and hazy, becoming partly cloudy at times with brief isolated showers. The maximum temperature 30.5 degrees Celsius, minimum 24. Winds east northeasterly to east southeasterly at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Seas are slight to moderate with waves 3 to 6 feet in open waters. And that's the weather report for Saturday and Sunday and tonight. Taking a look at the people who are currently viewing, we say hello to the folks who are on YouTube. Shireen, It's Clovey, Mom, and Suzanne, Tallman, and Ezran, and the whole crew there. Hello to you. We also say hello to those of you who are on Facebook. Mishi, Praise Worship, Java. Hey Java, how are you doing? Blessings to you. All right. Claire, Cindy, Bermuda, and Earlis. Jacinta, Rolander, Suzette, what's going on? I am Suzette. I'm so proud of our very own Suzette for this book. I started reading the book, and it's about love, and it's such a pleasure to be able to say that this is from one of our very own, Suzette Joseph. And Suzette, again, I am proud of you, and I know that the entire team on the program, hey, Della, Doris, Osric, and Timron, Delian, everybody again, Eunice, Carol. So I am really proud. I'm happy to say that this book was written by one of us. I could brag about it. Yes. Because we have a lot of talent, and it's a very beautiful book. You can get soft copies, you can get hard copies, and of course, I'll give Suzette the honor of encouraging you to buy her book, to purchase her book, to support. But folks, it's a really great read. All right, so Suzette, again, I'm proud of you. Okay? I'm proud of you. Oh, and maybe I can give away that on the program one day, huh? Because this is going to be a special one. Okay, this is going to be a special copy. And maybe one day I'll give it away when I'm through with reading it. All right? Good. All right. So Vintress and Anne and Shireen and Glenda and Karen, Bermuda, Claire. Where's Suzette? I thought Osric, wasn't she just on the program? Suzette go get detention for leaving the program just before the end. Vintress. Yeah, she's going to be getting all this ping and wondering, did somebody lick my pawn? Why am I getting all this ping? Mishi, Karen, Deborah. Yes. Mikey, is the book signed? Oh, with a very distinct handwriting from Suzette herself. Yes, it is. Okay? Yes, the book is signed by Suzette. Okay? And I'll sign it too. Alright, I'll sign it too. Yeah, signed by Suzette, endorsed by Mikey. Who does that, right? I know. Monet, how are you doing? All right. So anyway, Debbie and everyone else, take care of yourselves, all right? Kirin, yeah, tell Suzette she tribute. Della, blessings. Velma and Anne, yeah, and tell Suzette for that she's going to be on detention for a week. They go do like. In fact, I'll talk to Zuckerberg. I'll tell Zach. I'll tell Meta to put Shirin Suzette in jail for a week. Timron, blessings. Yeah, I'll tell him to tell. It what a lot already. All right, Anne. Anyway, guys, take care. See you guys. Okay, let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We all say, Ja! No! Take care. May God bless you again, all right? All the best.